death is certain and inevitable. It's going to happen. Nobody is spared. Kullu nafsin dha'iqatul maut. And in Surah Al-Zumar, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Innaka mayyitun wa innahum mayyitun. Verily you, O Muhammad, you will die, and verily they too will die. Everybody dies. Even the prophets, the messengers. So it is, you cannot escape it. There's no way you can say, okay, I'm going to be like, maybe I'll make a lot of du'as and just extend it, so on. Nobody was granted such a du'a. And the next thing is that the time is fixed. As we said, when the angel comes into and blows that ruh, it decides the time. How long is this person? What's the lifespan of this person? And that time is fixed. It cannot be changed. And the location also, some people die in different places. They say, okay, this is my residence, I live here all along, but it happens that they go somewhere and they die there. So the location is also fixed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there is a very interesting story. We heard this incident that a couple, they were going in a plane from one place to another, and they had a connecting flight. So they took that flight and they stopped to take another flight. And what happened was that their second flight, it got delayed for some reason. So the airport officials, they gave everybody a hotel. So they stayed in the hotel for some time. But what happened was that they went into the hotel and they slept. And they missed the flight. The plane went. So the lady woke up, and she was like, oh my God, we missed the flight. So, and husband was sleeping there. So she opened the TV, and she sees to her surprise that this plane that they were supposed to take, it crashed. Everybody died in that plane, whoever was there. So she was so happy, oh my God, we would have died also, so we lived. So she was so happy, and she was waking her husband, look, we survived from the crash. So she was trying to wake up, but the husband is not getting up. The husband died in the bed. The death was written for this person. And it doesn't matter where this person dies, whether in crash, whether in bed, the death was written. The death is certain. So it's something to learn. It's not that you get old then you die, or you have to go to an accident or something and then you'll die. No, it's fixed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows how you will die. And also another story, Imam Malik, is one of the four great imams, the fuqaha we know of. He saw a dream. He saw a dream that he met an angel of death, right? And so he asked this angel of death, when am I going to die? Maybe he knows he's an angel of death. So in that dream, that angel of death, he showed like this. Basically all his fingers, meaning 5. So he asked the angel, is it like 5 years or 5 months or 5 days? What is it? So before the angel could reply, he woke up. He was like very curious now. What does this 5 mean? So he went to a sheikh who was known for interpreting dreams, a true scholar. So he went there. He was like, what does this 5 mean? Am I going to die in 5 days or so? What does it mean? So that person said that, no, actually what it means is that the angel was trying to tell you that there are 5 things which only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows. Nobody knows about it. Not even me. I'm told that at the very point that go take the soul, so I take the soul. I don't know who's dying when. So this is mentioned in Quran as well, in Surah Luqman, verse 34. So the 5 things that mention Quran is that the hour, when is the day of judgment going to happen, and so on. That is mentioned. And also, when is the rain going to come? Whether it's going to be like a flood next year, or what time the flood is going to come, and so on. It's just not like predicting, if you see black clouds, it's going to rain or so on. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows every single year what's going to happen and so on. and nobody else knows. And also what's inside the womb of a mother, whether it's a gender or not, even before the 40 days start, when they have this ultrasound, a particular day. He knows it before that. And also what this person is going to earn tomorrow. And then also the fifth thing, basically, this angel was saying, what land this person will die in. What land this person will die. This is only known to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is the location. As I said again, it is known only to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala where this person is going to die. And there is another story about Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam. So he was sitting on his throne, and there was another person by his side, and there was another person who was not like staring at him. Was like staring very, very badly at him. He got scared. So he requested Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam, that I'm scared of this guy. You have powers. Allah gave you a lot of powers. Just make me move to another location very quickly. He had control over jinns and so on. He could fly and go to different locations very quickly. So he let this person go to a far distant place. So what happened was that this person who was staring very badly at him, he was actually an angel of death. So he came and he was basically actually concerned that I was told by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take this person's soul at that particular location. I was just wondering, how can I take it from here when you are in this location? So now, since you sent him there, now I can take his soul from there. So he was wondering how that's going to happen. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's plan is, it's there. Location is fixed. You cannot beat that. It's predetermined. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-An'am, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وعنده مفاتح الغيب لا يعلمها إلا هو. And with him are the keys of the unseen, none knows but he. None knows but he. Let's move to another slide. So few more things about death. What scholars say, that it is, many people use the words marhum and al-maghfur lah to describe the deceased person. And the scholars like Sheikh Ibn Baz said that don't use those, because marhum, it basically means the one who has been granted mercy. One who has been granted mercy. And maghfur lah means the forgiven person. But we don't know, right? Like what the person is, right? We can just pray for him. So the scholars say, if a person died, make dua for him. Oh Allah, forgive his sins. Oh Allah, shower your mercy on that person. But we cannot say this person is forgiven, he's going to go in Jannah. We're not allowed to do that. So it's better not to use those words. And also, there are many misconceptions. One of them is that people think that once a person dies, his soul, his ruh, it's roams in places, and if somebody killed him, for example, he's going to take revenge to that. It's like the ghost concept that we have in this part of the country. In Islam, there is no such concept as ghost. When the soul dies, it goes into the grave along with the body, and that's it. It cannot harm anybody. In Islam, we have this belief that the soul, after it dies, it doesn't harm anybody. It cannot benefit anybody. And it can be jinn, if something happens supernatural, not supernatural, but something extraordinary happens, it's because of maybe jinns that we don't know how it happens. But it's definitely not so. It's not the belief that we have. Cannot harm you.